morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this video. I just got a little word for your day, what God has put stared up on my heart just recently right now, and it's one word, is provision. Provision equals purpose. Would you believe if I told you that God has a provision over your life, meaning wise, He has a purpose for your life, and this is the reason why you woke up this morning? This is the reason why the very air that goes through your lungs is not permitted by you, but permitted by a God that oversees all. And then maybe you might say, well, Angel, if that is so true, why is there so much evil in this world? And I can agree with you. It's taunting, it's heavy, it's crazy at times. And yes, where there is good, there is evil. Where there is day, there is night. And unfortunately, we do live in a fallen world, but we have another world to look forward to when we go and when we are saved. The Bible tells us that Jesus is preparing a home for us. A home like no other home. A home where there is no sickness, no pain, no hurting. But at this moment, while we're here at this rented space, where do we align up our focus? Do we align up our focus on the provision and purpose that's been set forth by a King of Kings, a Lord of Lords, one that wants your heart dearly? Provision equals purpose. And maybe on this Monday morning, as you are rised up and maybe your bones on your body or your body aches, or maybe the situation has not changed from the weekend before, or the relationship status has gotten lonely and anxiety is raising up as you don't want to enter this new year alone. God says He'll never leave you nor forsake you. Being alone is a lie from the enemy. Once we can capture the provision, that equals purpose. And yes, the Bible tells us that He's the invincible God, that we cannot see Him or hear Him the way we hear each other or the way we see each other. Now, that's not impossible for God to show Himself in that way. He can. He is God. He is almighty. Provision equals purpose. The Bible tells us that it's impossible to please God without faith. Do you believe that He has a provision for your life? A purpose for your life? Maybe these dreams and passions that you once were striving off of, once believed that it was going to happen, and you got robbed from it. Or it diminished, it went away. Or maybe that relationship that you thought that was going to be the one relationship that was going to put you on top of the mountain didn't work out. Maybe the job, maybe the health issue, maybe the financial issue. I don't know where you stand at right now, but I know in 2020, you can be focused on this provision that equals your purpose. And I want you to be encouraged. If anything, I challenge you to seek God with all your heart and soul and mind. The Bible tells, if you seek me with all your heart and soul and mind, you shall find me. But right after, this is where it gets real. It says, but only. But only. And you know what this means? That's like standing at that bus stop and you're like, yeah, you're seeking for that bus. You're seeking for that bus. All of a sudden, time is passing. And it's not on your timing. It's on God's timing. And the bus doesn't come at your timing. And automatically you decide, you say, you know what? I'm going to walk. And now no longer are you seeking. Now you take it into your own hands. Be still, steadfast, and keep seeking. Because that but only says, but only if you seek me with all your heart, soul, and mind. So today, as we get to the season of a new year, the season of new things, fresh start, I encourage you to keep seeking, to keep knocking, and the door will be open to you. Wait upon the Lord, and lean not to your own understanding. Don't know who's leading this morning. It's not for me to know. It's between you and Him. I surrendered myself. I surrender what people think of me. I surrender the thoughts. Because if that means for you to find your provision that's going to equal your purpose, it was all worth it. May you be blessed by this message. May you be blessed by this day. And may Jesus put favor in your life. Remember one last thing. Provision equals purpose. Love you guys.